Good morning, brilliant scholars. It is Friday and Corona Day 61. Let's get moving. 70 degrees and sunny today, so we want to get you guys hopefully outside and doing something, especially now that our state is all opened up. If you look at the right-hand corner there, nationally, you will see images of people packing the bars in Wisconsin, as that seems to be the biggest thing that people flock to once the Supreme Court overruled the stay-at-home ruling. Now, bars aren't opening everywhere. Milwaukee still is not going to open their bars and restaurants the same fashion that places like Waukesha are going to open. And also, a lot of places are taking more of a precautionary or more precautionary steps as to how they open. Things like keeping 2 bar stools in between customers. But there are other places that are opening up just like it used to be. Of course, the proponents of that are excited that this means we can get the economy back in track, which is absolutely true. Other people are afraid that this might lead to the next spike. Will we be at home for school in fall because we have a massive spike after the end of this summer? Who knows? Okay. Lower right-hand corner, Senator, these are just a couple of guys who are in the news now. Partially related to, and some all related to coronavirus, and I'd say Richard Burr partially related to coronavirus. He's being investigated due to the fact that he was on our Senate Intelligence Committee. He's the chairman of that committee, and received information about what was happening with coronavirus, or what could potentially happen with coronavirus. And then he happened to sell off a lot of stocks, like over $1 million worth of stocks. And they're investigating whether or not that would be considered insider trading. Insider trading is when you know something that other people would not know, like if you're in a position like a United States Senator would be, and then you start making financial decisions based on stock choices and things like that, which would be an unfair advantage. All right, Dr. Richard Bright is now in the news. Yesterday, he had a long 3-hour hearing and was grilled about his whistleblower allegations. Remember, whistleblower, we've talked about this before. Whistleblower allegations are when you claim that you've got information or you've been treated unfairly by a higher power, whether it be a major company or a political person, whether it be a senator, president, whatever. You have special protection. So Dr. Richard Bright claims that he was removed from his position because he was not going along with the president's administration's push to use certain drugs to fight COVID. He believed that they needed to be tested more or whatever, and because of that was removed from his position. So now he's been grilled, and he got a lot of attention for his opening statement, which said, "Without clear planning and implementation of the steps that I and other experts have outlined, 2020 will be the darkest winter in modern history." He's making the assumption that or not necessarily the assumption, but the educated guess, I guess, that this disease is going to come back in full force once fall hits, and then possibly winter. So obviously, we all hope that is not the case, but of course, if you study other infectious diseases like these guys do for a living, that has happened in the past. So it's not going off just thinking that bad things are going to happen, but there is definitely evidence for things like happening that particular way. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we keep finding some drugs that can fight this and we move on. All right, moving on from that, guys, let's talk about what you're doing today. Vietnam, U.S. history. You guys are taking a look at the Vietnam Part 2 notes, and that's about it for you. You guys learn a little bit about Richard Nixon and Vietnamization and things like that. Global relations. All you got to do today is turn your South American video project into the group doc. I'm going to be dropping in a group doc just like we did for our last project. That's all you have to do. Have a great weekend, guys.